Hey guys, producer Dean here. I did mess up the start of the recording, unfortunately. You didn't miss much, but it does start quite abruptly. Enjoy episode 54.
Real talk. No bull. Real talk. We're putting it all on the table. You know what to do.
Anyways, straight off the bat, I need to say something.
Do it.
I need to say something. It's been a while since we've brought up the topic, but we're two dads, right? We're just two dads.
Yep.
We're two dads that formed a little podcast.
Yep.
We're two dads that formed a podcast because we thought that if we could showcase two dads just sitting down having a conversation about real stuff, hard stuff, then we thought that that might help or encourage other men to do the same thing with their friends, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, are we experts at anything? Apart from your job, my job? you
No,
know?
we're definitely not an expert at my job.
Okay. Well, we're not experts at everything that we
Nah, mate.
that we talk about.
No.
We don't claim
Students of
to.
life.
We don't claim to be experts. What we talk about is our own opinions based on our own experiences.
Yep.
And that's all we have.
Yep.
And the experts who come on are the guests that we have. And we ask them questions and they give us the answers that they know are correct.
Yep.
So I guess, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to just bring up really is that, this is a podcast that was formed by two dads. It's an opinion-based podcast, and we don't claim to be experts on anything, and we generally won't talk about anything that we don't feel like we don't know a little bit about. You know what I mean? Like,
We don't usually talk about something that would require you to be an expert on.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Well said. Well said. I like that.
That's why we
Yeah.
get the experts in.
That's right, and that's it, and so yeah, we don't claim to be experts, and if we do fuck up, and if we do get something wrong, hit us up, tell us in the comments, challenge us. This is what this is about.
But we
This
will.
is-
But we will find out if you have fucked up. So if you don't come at us if you think that you've never fucked up,
Yeah,
because we will find out.
We're only human.
That's
we
it.
are only human. So I just wanted to throw that little public service announcement out there, bit of PSA to the people, and we're 54 episodes deep now, and yeah, we're just a couple of dads just doing this thing,
Just doing dad things.
and it's honestly just a bit of a hobby, and it's a good way that you and I and Dean get to catch up every week.
Jared every second week.
And Jared every other week. We're not going to the bar, hanging out. We're not fucking sinking tins. We're not, we're not sitting in a fucking garage fucking bonging up and getting stoned. We're sitting here having fucking conversations
Yep.
and, laying it out on the table.
No, that's all. That's all we can do. And if people want to listen in.
That's it. And that is the fucking glory about this stuff,
Not
right?
everyone should have their own podcast.
Well,
Well,
it's
then
not-
don't fucking listen to us then. Fuck off.
Yeah. If you don't want to listen, you
That's
don't
it,
listen.
man.
You scroll on by.
That's it.
There's fucking thousands of other podcasts out there to listen to.
Well, you listen to us. Like, we don't fucking sit there and go, no, you know what? You're going to sit there and you're not going to scroll. You're going to listen. And you know what? I want your opinion.
Yeah.
I want to know exactly what you think. And
And I
fuck
guess
yeah.
the thing is if you are somebody of interest and you've got some really amazing fucking stories or you are an expert at something, hit us up. Come on the show. We would love to have you because this is what it's about. We love meeting people.
Yep.
We love conversating. We love talking.
Yep.
We love having a fucking good old yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It'd be good to get a hater on.
Hater.
Get a hater on.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because you know what? I guarantee by the end of it, they'd love us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'd hope so.
Kill them with kindness, baby.
Kill them with kindness.
Kill them with kindness.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got a story about killing with kindness, actually. We'll tell it after
Okay.
everyone's favourite segment, which tonight I'm actually going to flip the script.
Yeah. I have to think of something.
We have the segment, What Ripped Your Undies? And we decided after very in-depth deliberations that we needed, what did you say the word there, Dean?
Antithesis.
An antithesis, which is like the opposite
I can only assume that's what it means.
yeah, yeah. That was good. I learned a word today. That's great.
That's-
So tonight we're gonna have what put the elastic back in your undies, because I got a really fucking good one. I got a good one, and we're gonna get Jared to muck around with that and do a little audio clip for it. Okay. So tonight, let's do something positive. Let's think of something positive. So I'm gonna start. Last night at Run Club, I got our bro Azza over his first non-stop 5 kilometer run.
Hey!
Yeah.
Well done,
I was
Azza.
fucking
Bravo,
I
son.
was fucking proud of him, man.
Bravo.
Fucking proud of him, bro.
Yeah, man.
It was so solid. Like I just decided last night I wasn't going to have a hard out one. I was going to run with Azza. We're going to have a fucking chat. And we got a couple of Ks in. He says, this is the furthest I've ever run non-stop. And he says, I'm going to run the full 5Ks non-stop. I said, fuck yeah. I said, well, we're sitting on a nice pace. Let's just keep it at this and we'll just go. We'll get distance. Don't worry about the time. We got to the finish. He fucking ran like a 33:45 or something. Fucking perfect.
Fucking well done.
Absolutely fucking awesome, man.
Oh, that's good.
I was so stoked for the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
and
Well
you
done,
know,
Azza.
that's one of those things like getting out of the comfort zone,
Mm.
like getting into a place of like discomfort to be able to grow, because you never, ever, ever are going to grow inside the comfort zone.
No.
Never. All the growth will happen when you get uncomfortable.
Yeah, 100%.
And running is a real testament to that. Like, because like I said to him, like halfway through the run, I said, you know what? There's nobody telling us that we have to do this. You know, we could stop at any moment and just make all the hurt go away. But I said, there's that little thing in the back of your mind that just keeps you going, you know? And so I was fucking real proud of Azza. So well done, bro. I know you're going to listen to this at some point. You're probably a few weeks behind, but that's all right.
He'll get
And,
there.
No, he commented like a couple of weeks ago that he was all caught up.
Oh, nice.
He's a
Cool.
loyal listener. He'll get
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
But yeah, well done, Azza. Good
Yeah.
on you, man.
Yeah, so
Proud of you.
Yeah, proud of you, man. Proud of you. So yeah.
I've actually got another, once again, using the word of the night, antithesis of that.
Yeah.
Fucking discovered a new bakery today.
Oh,
Ooh.
I like the sound of that.
Got myself, well, it's not really bakery food, but fucking creme brulee. Had berries all through it.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
And you
Next
didn't
time you're
think-
there, you're gonna have to buy. Oh, that's
you
my.
didn't think to buy a couple
that is my.
extra?
That is
Like-
my. That is my
also-
ultimate dessert, dude.
I
Oh,
absolutely
fuck.
love it's just at Strathpine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, just at the shopping centre. What
down the
used to be
road.
Westfields.
There you go.
Like in the middle section. I only discovered it today. Walked past.
near where like the
Cheapy shop is.
yeah, near where the coffee club is.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Absolutely terrific. I got myself a creme brulee and then a triple chocolate brownie.
Oh, Jesus H Christ! Oh, sign me up.
So yeah, I had the antithesis of a 5K run of went out, did some birthday shopping for Archie, came home via the bakery and the kebab shop, and ate a bunch of food and had a food coma.
Was it a dirty kebab, like the donut of shaved meat?
Oh, it was HSP.
Oh, yum.
There you go.
I love a good HSP pack.
There you go. Got anything positive there?
Probably not really.
Oh, come on.
Not this week.
Yeah. You see a butterfly?
What?
Did you see a butterfly this week? That's pretty neat. That's pretty positive.
What did the kids do this week that made you smile?
I don't know. I guess the positive is how strong my relationship is with my wife.
There you go.
That's
a positive.
fantastic one.
That's a great one.
Doesn't matter what, at the moment, what happens. You know, whether it's us or life.
Yep.
We're still pushing through.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, the thing is, you know,
So
learning how
she
to...
won't be watching this ever. Kind of like me.
It's okay.
Thanks, honey. Love you.
My wife doesn't tune in either, so that's all right.
Hey, that's if we can talk shit and I wouldn't even know. But no, we're not them.
Nah, you know what, man? Like learning how to coincide with another individual on a really long-term fucking basis it's a really hard thing to do.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
like it
It
ain't
fucking
easy.
is.
Like I mean, if you talk to your grandparents who are, been together 60 odd years or whatever, they'll fucking tell you all sorts of stories about how hard it was.
And they spent 40 years apart. They would have been at each other's bloody brother's house and,
Like it's
in the garage doing shit.
and like I've said before, like my wife and I, we've been together 21 years and we've been through every kind of fucking relationship. We've been, ups and downs. We split for 10 months at one point, and there's been heaps of fucking things that's happened. I've done things I'm not proud of. She's done things she's not proud of.
100%.
We've both said things. We've both done things. Like, I'm still here though.
Yeah, that's it.
Because fucking communication and the willingness to work it out.
Yep.
Like, even my 7-year-old daughter said something this afternoon, and she says, "Oh yeah, but you two are never gonna part. Yeah, you guys are never gonna break up." And I said, "Yeah, because Mum can't get rid of me." Yeah,
that's funny.
She couldn't if she tried.
Yeah, no, Zachy boy, he just goes, "Oh, I'm going with Dad." Mate, he's my shadow at the moment. I can't do anything wrong in his eyes. Yep. That's why it's important to even show when you're struggling that you can still get up, and like my tattoo, you don't have to fucking. You can still show up being miserable. You can still do the right thing. So
yeah, and
it's how you deal with it as well.
And obviously, like if he's in your shadow at the moment too, like being that type of role model for him as well, like, showing him that you have emotions and showing him that you are able to regulate your emotions and and work through them, then that's something that he will pick up on, and take on life as well. Because I mean, I was really fortunate to grow up with a dad who talked a lot to me and my sister, and he always said, there's value in talking. There's value in talking it out. You've got to share these things. And whereas I knew a lot of other kids who had dads who were just fucking stoic, and you'd never get anything out of them. They're like fucking squeezing blood out of a stone, and you'd never see any emotion out of these guys. Kind of like my granddad,
Yeah.
But granddad had seen so much shit that he was just.
There was a reason why.
Yeah. He been in the police force all of his working career. He saw some hard out shit that he would say, and I'd ever have to see that stuff, and but
But no, you're right. Like Zach was having a moment, he couldn't control his emotions the other night, and shout out to Sam. He gets a regular shout out here, but he gave me some breathwork tips for the kids and stuff like that, and I just said to Zachy, give this a go, and he did it, and he was doing the breathing, and then he was doing some like these the butterfly taps or something like that, and he was doing it to our favorite band Volbeat. He was doing it to the drum beat that he was learning, so they got him distracted, and he was breathing, and I felt like it was kind of cool because I was teaching him how to kind of regulate, and then he started getting all emotional again, and I was like, buddy, and then I chucked on a video clip of them coming out when the curtain, when a band, the curtain comes down and they're dropping your scene for the first time. I was like, man, that's going to be us one day. We'll see them. And, it was just about getting him to, his brain's always going to want to keep being sad when it's sad. So it's all about, trying to uplift your spirit. And they knew that I was in a bad way. Well, not a bad way, but in the dumps a bit this week. So, it was good to show them that, I'm human.
Yeah.
But, you can still pick yourself up out of it.
Yeah, 100%.
So you have to. I said to him, "It's okay to be sad, but you have to want to get out of it. Don't just sit there and dwell. You have to put the effort in."
That's right.
Yeah. So he learned. Well, he was learning, so that was good.
Yeah. Those sorts of things are like, like I used to describe it to the kids, like it's like a rain cloud coming over. Like the clouds don't always stay; they pass on, and the sun will come out again. Yeah. And it's, sometimes the cloud will just come over and rain for a little bit, and that's okay. But
sometimes it'll piss down for 3 days.
Yeah. Might get caught in a storm for a little bit, but There's always sun there. There's always some behind it. Yeah.
What does Eric Draven say from The Crow? Can't rain all the time.
No.
Fuck, that's a good movie.
You're right. You're right.
Dude,
That
I've
is
lived in the
such a
UK. It can
good movie.
100% rain all the fucking time.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. And
That's different.
when I was working the Canadian bush over the fall,
Fall 8.
it fucking rained.
Fall
man.
8.
Oh man, I'd never seen rain so fat. Because where we worked, there was just zero wind. There was no wind,
Yeah, it was just.
and it would just come down just so heavy, like just fat rain.
Foreign rain's better though.
Hey,
Foreign rain.
foreign rain.
Yeah, foreign rain. It's always better when you're raining. If it's raining somewhere else, like if you're on a holiday.
Oh yeah.
I remember
Nah,
we were in
I was
Ireland, man. We
living
were
in
in
the
Ireland and we were at
UK.
the Cliffs of Moher, or however you say it.
Mm.
And I've never been in wind and rain this bad in my life, but I was loving it.
Oh yeah.
I was doing like the Michael Jackson. I was like leaning and everything. I had to hold on to Abby because I thought she was only like 1.5, and I
Yeah.
thought she was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, foreign rain.
Yeah. No. Wow. I mean, it wasn't that fucking nice when I was in the fucking back valleys in Patagonia and the rain was coming up the mountain from underneath us.
Well, that's shit.
That was shit because the wind was just driving so hard up the fucking side of the mountain,
Yeah.
and the rain wasn't coming down; it was going up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, we had to dig some holes in the bank and stuff the dogs in there to get them out of it because
Fuck.
it was fucking sleeting and it was freezing and it was there were these little fucking Jack Russell dogs that they lived on the property and they'd just follow us up the hill in the morning, and so they'd just hang around all day. And but yeah, we'd dig a hole for them, stuff them in the hole, get them out of the weather for a minute. Yeah.
Things you do for love.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I can't remember the names, but one of them name was Poopy.
Poopy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, poopy.
I don't know who named the dogs, but yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
But I think Dino.
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 Well,
Yeah.
actually, going on from...
Dino had a bit of
You
a
said you
topic.
had
Or,
something.
yeah, come on.
it is a complete nonsense topic.
Okay.
No,
But
luckily we're no nonsense.
But it's going on from the animals.
Yeah.
All right. You guys gotta you come up with a sport that animals could be realistically trained to do half decently.
Okay.
So like how, they do like the puppy Super Bowl and stuff, to that sort of thing, but something where it might be competitive. I had this thought on
Got
the
it.
way here.
Got it.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
What have you got, Braden?
Gorilla NFL.
Oh, you were so close to mine.
Like
Okay.
you put them in they would just fuck. Oh, I would watch that.
Cage fighting kangaroos.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. UFC kangaroos.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I had chimpanzee go-karting.
Oh, that'd be entertaining.
Yeah.
Because I think, you give, them an afternoon or whatever,
They'll
they
learn
can
it.
probably do a lap.
Yeah. Well, they send them into space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you get some smart monkeys in an afternoon, a day or whatever, and you could probably train them to semi-competently drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I can picture is gorillas now playing NFL. Imagine them fucking hitting you. Jesus Christ. That'd suck.
I would want to be on track with the chimps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would add to the fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're throwing shit at
throwing
you.
shit at ya.
Literally, I
Literally.
guess.
Maybe like a two-seater
Yeah.
and the chimp drives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be-
man.
that'd be
Yeah.
great.
What's the chimp's name though? What was Michael Jackson's ones? Pebbles. No,
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
Bubbles. Hey, Bubbles.
Yeah.
Turn left.
Yeah, no, that'd be
I
good.
like it.
I got another one then on that topic.
Yeah.
If you had to go into war with some kind of animal
Against or with
so he's like
on your team?
yeah, and he was and that animal or insect was the size of a horse, what would you go into war with?
Ooh.
What?
Like
What
say
would you,
like
what would you
like,
ride into
say
battle?
like if you could have like an ant the size of a horse.
Yeah.
would you go into battle with the ant?
It
or
would
like,
be
would it
pretty
be like a centipede, or
Yeah,
would it
because
be
then like you take
It
into
would have to
consideration.
be some sort of
You take into consideration.
rhino beetle that could go up and flip a
Yeah.
tank.
yeah, yeah,
There was a show that did something like that, and if it was like if a flea was the size of a
Oh yeah,
dog or a
whatever.
kangaroo,
It could jump
it
the
could
Empire
over the
State Building.
Empire State Building,
shit, yeah,
like Ant-Man.
wow.
But I don't know.
The flea could jump over the Empire State
Yeah.
Building
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
Ant-Man.
I hadn't really given that question much thought myself, but
Yeah,
I just had the
Hey,
question.
you've entered the mind of me and Dino, baby. There's no going back.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because I was just like listening to a podcast on the way here, and they were talking like, what if you give the Puppy Bowl an actual NFL ref?
mm.
And that got me thinking, what if you just put animals into actual sports?
I mean, I like, you know, I like those obscure racing, like, you know, crab racing and
yeah.
and
Emu
like,
or camels or
like you know, all those sorts of things.
yeah.
Even goes as far as like in America, there's like a national race series of electric belt sanders. Yeah, it's like a 40-meter strip that's encased in like a little channel, and they literally like plug the belt sanders in and then turn them on and let them rip.
Actually, I have to
It's
say,
like drag racing belt sanders.
so
course.
it's similar to that. It was a Christmas tradition. Every year we watch it's called the Marble Olympics, whereas they just whole heap of different events that are all just marbles, and everyone picks a random team at the start, and it's not like it's one or two events. This is like a 16-day long thing of a
Ugh,
video
wow.
every day of all these different events.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
I just
crazy.
watched Chevy Chase at Christmas.
Ah.
Yeah,
No, it's like the 12 Days of Christmas, but
we watched
you know,
we
we
watched
watched the Marble Olympics.
yeah, that's pretty neat. We watched a Christmas movie last night too.
In
Gremlins.
June?
Yeah, Gremlins.
You're crazy. Is that a Christmas movie?
Yeah, it is. It is actually. It's
Yeah.
Christmas time when
Yeah, we had my wife's cousin over not last year, the year before. She was like, "This is stupid." 4 videos in, she was all on board.
yeah.
Because it's just mindless. You get invested. You know, your team's going up against the wife's team, and you're shit talking.
Mm. Yeah, we come across a lot of lives on TikTok actually with marble racing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very invigorating
yeah.
actually.
It's 'cause
Kids get on board. They're like, "Dad, I'm purple. I'm purple. I'm
Yeah,
purple." It's like, "I'm green. I'm green. I'm green."
It's so pointless because, like, you know, there are like 5. Well, actually, there's more because they like sub out marbles for each
Jesus
race.
Christ.
But there are the teams, and each marble gets their own name.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. Some of these courses these guys build are pretty
Oh.
elaborate.
Sounds intense.
Oh yeah, it's fucking tense, all right.
It must be months of work for him to do this.
Yeah.
Christ. I'll have to give
I mean,
it a
I
watch.
used to play marbles at school.
Oh yeah.
I had a fucking pretty big marble collection. Yeah.
Didn't race them though.
Hey,
I didn't
no,
race them.
well, I didn't even know that I could race them back then. Didn't even, you know, it was
The
just,
more you know now, mate.
oh mate, yeah, yeah. No, I mean, if we're talking about racing obscure things, I actually in my hobby of collecting Hot Wheels cars back in the day was a little filler thing that I used when I was going through some pretty bad sort of depression there. I actually helped organise the first ever New Zealand Hot Wheels convention.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was held in Wellington, and I was at the time I was racing mountain bikes, and I was sponsored by a company called Huckett Clothing, and I got them to sponsor the Hot Wheels drag racing that
Yeah, cool.
we had there. So it was this big long downhill strip along the flat, and yeah, big knockout competition. Got them to sponsor it. That was pretty fun.
Shout out.
Just big kids playing with fucking
ama-
toy cars,
It's
man.
amazing. There is, you know,
Boys will be boys.
Oh, yeah.
chances are if you think, "Oh, this is cool," someone else is going to also have that thought.
Or
and
they've
there's
already done it.
There's a community or
Yeah.
whatever for everything.
Oh man, I got so invested. It was yeah, it was quite the foray into Hot Wheels and diecast. Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
but it served a purpose. And
Got you out of something?
well, at the time I was battling with being a new dad, and I had this internal battle going on with like, because before my first daughter came along, I was like heavily invested into the mountain biking scene, world community. It was, track building was my job. I would race. I was riding for fun. Life was just all about mountain biking. And so when my first daughter came along, I was now torn between having to learn to be selfless and not selfish with my time. And then there was this inner battle that I was having with myself, because now my wife wasn't working and now I was working for myself. It was kind of like, well, shit, if I hurt myself, like, what kind of position does that put us in? Like, I don't have the backup of my wife's being able to sort of carry us for 8 weeks while I'm nursing a broken leg, which happened a lot. Fuck.
For those of you that did not hear that.
Dude, the best part of that was me sending the Marble
Oh
Olympics.
my goodness.
No. See,
And the previous thing to that was me sending a photo of my creme brulee.
well, I'll let it slide.
Well,
Let it slide.
we're, like we said, we're only human.
That's it.
And yeah, and so I kind of subsequently left mountain biking, because when my daughter was now 9 months old, I was racing, pretty big race, and I had a fucking huge crash, and I almost broke my neck and my back, and I was lucky enough to get up and walk away from that crash, but it was heavy. It
Yep.
was like one of the heaviest crashes I'd had fucking for years and years and years. And my wife and my daughter were at that race.
Oh.
They didn't see it happen. It was up in sort of the upper part of the track. And but in that moment I just was like, I can't do this anymore, And so I had to give it up. But then I was kind of like at a loss with myself. It was kind of like, I could feel myself sort of spiraling into depression, because I'm leaving something that I love for something else that I love. And this newfound love that I have, my daughter, and, being a dad, and, wanting to be good at that. And so it was kind of like I had to find something that I could do to occupy my mind and my time while I was at home and while, I was out with the family. So I already had this very small collection of Hot Wheels cars from when I was younger, like when I had gone flatting. And it was just in the shoebox. And I pulled the shoebox out one day and I thought, oh, well, I'm going to start an Instagram page and called Daily Hot Wheels. And I'm just going to take one photo of one of my cars, positioned somewhere nice, and I'm going to upload that at the same time every day. And I did that, and I fucking got a huge following. But I realized that I only had about 120 cars.
Oh, no.
So I wasn't
That's
going to...
only 3 months worth of content.
That's right. And so I was like, shit, I've got to buy some more cars, because my goal was to do this for a year every day. And so the quest of wanting to get 365 Hot Wheels turned into, I think over 2 years, it was about 3,500
So you got there.
in my collection. And then when I sold them off all individually.
Ugh.
Yeah. And that was a job in itself for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And so I sold them all off eventually to fund my new hobby that was whitewater kayaking.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a few years on after leaving mountain biking, and a couple of years on, and then I was kind of like ready to get back out there. My second daughter had come along. I'd kind of gotten to a position where I was kind of like, okay, well, I'm not going to go back mountain biking because that's really dangerous, and I can really, I can break bones and I can put myself out of job. But I kind of decided to take up whitewater kayaking, which was
So much safer.
Yeah, don't worry about breaking bones. Just drown.
yeah, that's right. And
Bash your head on some rocks.
yeah, man. And the thing with mountain biking was though that the limit is so far. It's so far. Like it's almost limitless. Like there's so many different avenues you can go down with mountain biking, and so many areas of kind of mountain biking you can kind of pursue. But whitewater kayaking, it's very limitless, but there's a lot of lessons that you learn, and you get humbled really fucking fast. And the river takes no prisoners, and yeah, I learned that real fast. I learned where my limit was real quick.
It's probably hard to control your surroundings doing
You can't control your surroundings.
It's like you can
You
slow
can only control you.
Yeah, like you can slow down on a bike, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but like
you can learn to read the river.
Yeah.
And the more you kayak and the more you paddle whitewater and swift water, you learn to read it. And even something that looks so gnarly, you can watch an expert paddler go down it, and they just go down it and it looks so effortless. They just piece it together with all these different moves. And but to get to that point, you have to take fucking so many hidings in the river. And I already had a huge fear of water going into that. And so for me, that was like, okay, well, let's overcome this fear of water. Learning how to be upside down in the boat, learn how to roll up, learn how to fucking get yourself out of really sticky situations, learn how to rescue your friends, all those sorts of things. And so, yeah, I did that. But unlike mountain biking, I'd sustained so many injuries through mountain biking over the years that eventually translated through to the kayaking, and I couldn't actually carry on with the kayaking because my back was fucked from mountain biking accidents. And so all the years of going over the front of the bike and landing on my head and my shoulders and compressing my fucking spine and like an accordion, and left me with a few compressed discs in my lower back, which sitting in a kayak for 3 to 5 hours at a time going down 8 to 15 kilometer runs, it just wasn't doing me any favors. Yeah. And so, but yeah, I mean, we tangented a bit there, but it was
I didn't even know where we were.
Well, it was about
Finding hobbies and
finding
no
hobbies
passions.
and the Hot Wheels filled that little void for the moment.
Oh, it's good though. But I was going to say, it's funny those little things that but they all come along at the right time.
That's right.
And
That's right. It's like before my daughter was born, my first daughter. I used to draw every night. Like I had fucking books, like A3 books, A4 books, just drawings. And I was a page filler, so I called it toilet art because it would go really good on the back of a toilet door because there's always heaps to look at inside the picture. And but then as soon as my daughter came along, I lost all the creativity. It was like I gave it to her. It was like somehow because she was there now, I kind of find it really hard to sit down and draw now. And that's 10 years on. It's not that I can't draw. I just don't feel like I have the time or the mental capacity for it anymore. You
don't feel like you got the time. Life just gets busy.
Yeah.
No,
And
I hear ya.
find myself just watching shows like Alone and heaps of survival shit on YouTube. And
Yeah, I've got to get back into watching TV. I just get so caught up in work now.
well, yeah, man, like I'm kind of the same. I don't watch too much TV. I kind of might watch a couple of hours in the night if I'm lucky on a good night. The missus and I will have nights where kids will go to bed and we'll sit at the table. She'll do her teaching work and I'll study. TV doesn't even go on. And then we might do that for a couple of nights and then we might have a TV night just to break up the monotony of doing that. And I've been reading too, which is not something that I've really been big on most of my life, but it's something that I'm trying to be better with is reading. I'm not a fast reader, which is frustrating.
You find yourself, you have to read it and then go, what was that? And then you've got to read it again.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, and I always
You're
have
reading
to.
the book 3 times.
I always have to stop at the top of the page.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I'm like cooked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know where
And
I'm
then
at.
you have to stop at the top of the page when it's ended on a full stop.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it when it's like halfway between a
Yeah.
sentence. I'm like, no, it's just
Yeah.
not that I read a lot, but
Sometimes I'll just go back and I'll just start that chapter again or something like
Yeah.
that. If it's been a couple of days, But I've been reading most nights
That's
before
good.
bed. I've been getting through Todd's book,
yeah.
Todd McGuire's book. Donnie, undercover cop with a death wish.
Yep.
Um,
I've had some good reviews.
yeah. It was actually a pretty good episode for us. Yeah. What did you just see? It looks like you saw a rat.
No, I've got to get in touch with the other book guy.
Yeah. Cool, man. Yep.
That's
And
coming up.
It's coming up.
Got to make sure he knows that I haven't forgotten.
Yeah. And
So if you're watching, I haven't forgotten.
and yeah, like for those of you who have watched that episode with Todd, like he literally just skims the surface of the book. Like the book goes a lot deeper than what the stories that he told.
Yeah.
So and yeah, I mean he copped a bit of hate on the platforms on our socials for those stories.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's lived experience, and it was what it was.
Yeah, it's not like the people that hated him were good Samaritans either.
No, and that's right, and that and that's the thing too. Like, he copped a lot of hate for being a cop. I mean, people either love cops or they hate cops, and and obviously the people who love cops, they're not the ones speaking up.
Yeah.
It's the ones who don't like cops. They all have something to say, and that's
Oh, it's entrapment, or it's don't. Like I've always said, don't do the illegal shit,
yeah,
and you won't get caught.
that's right.
Idiots.
That's right. That's right.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, I'm a drug dealer. Oh, but I got busted for doing drugs by an undercover cop. Oh, imagine if you weren't.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get busted on?
Wow, like I smoked weed for 24 years, and I got busted plenty of times for having weed on me, or just finished hotboxing the car and got pulled over, and it's like, oh shit, here we go.
Mr. Tim
no.
again.
No, it was never the same cop, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, had this moment in north of Auckland one night. My mum used to live up in this place called Whangarei, and I was up there for the weekend. It was in the school holidays or something like that, and 3 of my mates drove up for the night, and they came up, had a whole bunch of weed on them, So that night we went out and driving around and went to this local skate park. It was a pretty cool skate park, and while we're down there, we hotbox a car, and we'd go skateboard and stuff like that. And we thought, well, let's go try and see if we can find some guys cruising around, see if we can find some illegal drags or some burnouts or something, And so we were like, oh, we're cruising through town. We didn't really know where we were going. We just kind of thought, well, let's head out to like this industrial area, And so we're cruising through town. This is a Saturday night or something. There's hardly anybody around. This is, sort of mid-sized town, New Zealand. And we pull down the street and there's a police stop. And there was no one else there. There's like 6 cops standing around, no one there. We roll into this police stop. Cop comes up, winds down the window, into the breathalyzer, my mate. He obviously clears it because he hadn't had any alcohol. But
Just
the cop can smell the weed coming from the car. And so he didn't say anything initially, but he kind of looks at the rego and the warrant on the car, because they're up on you got the warrant on the top right of the window and the rego down the bottom left of the window. And he says, you boys have been smoking cannabis. And we're kind of like, yeah. And then he's like, what's with the rego being different in the window to the number plate on the car? And I'm kind of like, what? Like, I'm sitting in the back with another mate, and the boys that day before coming up, they had the same car, And one of my mates had no rego, and he wanted to drive down to the post office to get a rego, and so they swapped their regos over. So one was current, and then they forgot to change them back. And I was like, you fucking dumbasses. You dumbasses. And so the cop was like to the driver and my mate who was in the front, okay, get out, you two. And so me and my mate, we're sitting in the back going, oh, fuck. And so the cops have got and they sort out this little issue with the rego. And then a couple minutes later, they get us out the car and they're like, where's the weed? And so they get the weed out of the glove box. It's about a 50 bag and a half. So that's what, fucking, I don't know, about 5 grams worth. And the cop says, all the cops are just standing around watching this going
Loving
on.
it.
One cop's dealing with all of us, and we're kind of just like stoned going, oh, man.
Just let it be over.
And so this one cop goes, whose is the weed? And we were kind of like, well, it's kind of all of ours. And the guy was like, nah, whose is it? It's got to be one of yours specifically. And so my mate put his hand up. He says, it's mine. And so my mate at the time, I'm not going to name names, but he was a pretty up there sportsman in his field of sport. I'm not going to say anything other than that. And so the cop was like, all right, get on the ground and give me 30 press ups or else I'm going to book you all. And for possession. And so he get down and he starts doing press ups. He got to like 25 and he's starting to struggle. He's out of season, out of training, but he's pretty fit. But he got to 25. He's starting because he's stoned out of his brain, And the cops like laughing at us, and all these cops are laughing, and I think he did like 28. Couldn't fucking get the other two up. And then they were like, all right, get in your car and fuck off home. Go home. My mum didn't live too far from there. Just go home. And we get in, and the car's like, zh. Oh, man. So we had to get out and push start the car. All these cops are laughing at us. And so we're like, okay, come on, let's go home now. Me and my mate in the back. And then my mate who was driving is like, nah. Let's go find these drags. And we're like, oh, all right. So we've been told to go home. We're in a town that we don't know. There's no one around. So we're driving out to this industrial area, kind of driving through this industrial area. We kind of hit a bit of rural on the edge of this industrial area, turn down this road. It's a big, long, straight road. And then we kind of come around to this bend in the road, and it's sort of straight again. And then as we kind of come around this bend in the road, about 400 meters down the road, another checkpoint.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, oh, fuck. My mate literally whips up the handbrake, straight 180, turns, and just pegs it back the other way. And we're just like, oh, shit, bro, oh, shit. And so we take off at a rate of knots, and we know that the cops are probably going to jump in a car and come and chase us because we are literally like, we literally did it right in front of them. And we kind of took off for a bit, but before they could come around that bend, we turned into one of these like industrial complexes and like ditched the car in like a dark shadow and then legged it down the side of this factory, like bolted down the side of this factory. And my mate was in front, the one who had to do the press ups, and there was a loading dock that went into the ground. And in the pitch black, he ran straight off the loading dock and just went straight into the wall on the other side of the wasted himself.
God.
And so we just bunkered down in this loading dock because my mate's he's cooked. We sat in this loading dock for like 3 hours.
That is like definition of fuck around and found out. You guys had the free out.
I know, we did.
Chose not to take it and really...
Yeah. And
you
so,
got like the best consequences for that.
So after about 3 hours, we thought surely they've got to have packed up by now. Surely. And nobody had come looking for us down this. Like, as we were legging it down the dark of this, we seen 2 cop cars kind of shoom shoom on the road, going back the way we'd kind of taken off. And we kind of crept out to the road down there, and we kind of looked down the road, and it was all packed up. So that's then when we went home.
Yeah.
Like 2 o'clock in the morning, like freezing our ass off. Like, yeah, so it was,
Fucking hell.
yeah, it was a good one. Yeah, I got plenty of stories like that. Yeah. But luckily for me, like, because my granddad was a police officer, right? He had always told me, like when I was young, if you ever get in trouble with the police, always tell the truth.
Yeah.
Always. Like, don't lie to the police, because they are trained to pick up on your lies. And whether he was telling me this just to scare me into just, into that belief, but it worked, right? And I never lied to the police ever. And I got busted with weed probably good 12 times. Never got charged. Never got booked. Never went on my record.
Be honest.
Yeah. And it was just because I was honest. And I never got busted with huge amounts anyways. It was always just personal consumptions. And they would literally just tip it down a drain right in front of you. And you'd just be like, damn.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck. Yeah. And so, yeah, consequences for actions.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we live and learn. Sometimes you don't always learn.
You got to learn a few
Because,
times.
Yeah, you got to learn a few
You got
times.
to learn a few times
Yeah.
before you
Like
really
12
understand.
times.
Yeah.
Like 12 times. Yeah.
That's all we can do, mate. Eventually you'll learn.
Well, the thing is, I just got better at being sneaky about it.
Yeah.
Because all of the times that I got busted were in my early days, my late teens, early 20s. And then as I kind of got older, it was kind of like, I just kind of became more aware of what I was doing and how I was doing it. And, and whatnot. Like, used to always have police tell you, if you're going to smoke weed, the best place to do it is at home. Do it at home.
Yeah, fucking earth.
And so it was
I don't know why you'd want to do it anywhere else, because
well, the thing is, when you're young, you can't do it at home. You
true.
can't generally do it at home, so you have to be out there doing it somewhere. So that adds a whole element of you might get caught doing this somewhere.
True.
That's why you tell your kids, if you're going to do drugs, you can do them at home.
by my side.
I'm just going to tell my kids not
Don't
to
do
drugs.
drugs. Yeah,
And that's what I've been telling them, because I don't want them to have the life that I had. But yeah, I don't think they.
Your girls are smarter than you are.
Oh yeah, most definitely. When I was their age, I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so rip shit and bust.
Yeah.
Like, there was no forethought for anything.
Yeah.
I didn't. There was no thinking of consequences. I mean, I almost shot my sister in the face one day with a sharpened fiberglass arrow that I made for my Joey gun. And man, I got a beating that day. Mum saw me through the kitchen window.
Oof.
My sister didn't even see it. She didn't even know what happened. And I was like, I missed her fucking head by about 30 centimeters. And she was looking the other way. And my mum seen me do it. And fuck yeah, I got a few smacks.
Flogging for that.
I
Holy
got a few
shit.
smacks that
Fucking
afternoon. I remember
hell,
that.
Take that.
Yep. I could even remember what time of the afternoon it was.
You hear the sound of.
Yeah. It was probably about 4:30 in the afternoon, because there was no sun on the rear deck of that house.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So your consequences for actions.
And this is why you give kids iPads.
No.
So they're not shooting their sisters in the face.
Steve Jobs created the iPad, and he even said that he would never give his own kids that technology. Why do you think that is? Because he knew how
He was a
fucked
tight
up.
ass.
Nah, he knew what it was going to do to people. He knew that it was going to fuck people up.
I
Yeah,
think
man.
his kids were adults when the iPad came out, though.
No.
They could buy their own iPads.
You look up Steve Jobs saying that. Now, he said that. Yeah. And even Mark Zuckerberg said that he wouldn't let his kids have Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's an
Six.
alien.
Yeah, he's a
He's one of those lizard aliens, isn't he? Weird fucking
reptilian.
Weird ass motherfucker.
robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see Roblox is on a big drive at the moment with heaps of marketing and targeted marketing on all the socials for all this fucking feel good kind of advertising with parents playing with their kids and all this sort of shit.
We see through it.
Oh, we see through it all right.
Fucking scum.
Well, I mean, they lost so much revenue over the last 6 months.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, man.
Yeah.
I hope they just eat shit and die.
Yep.
Yeah. They don't. There's no accountability for those pricks. So.
No, or what their platform has done to people or allowed people to do to others.
And become.
Okay, so Steve Jobs' youngest child was 15 when the iPad came out.
Yep. And what did he say? What was his quote?
He limited their screen times. It was just dinner.
I'm pretty sure there was a thing that he said that he wouldn't allow his children.
Yeah, that they had. In an interview, a reporter asked if his children loved the new device, and he said they hadn't used it because he strictly limited screen time at home.
That
It
could
could
be
mean
television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be That could be Game Boys.
Game Boys. Far out.
Oh yeah, let's go back. Yeah. Yeah, I've actually got a game stick at home which got 25,000 games on it. Plug it into the USB on the TV.
Yep.
Got Game Boy games
But
on
Steve
there.
Jobs was a weird dude.
Yeah, I think all those kind of guys are
Yeah, you got to be a weird
You
dude.
got to kind of be a little bit eccentric to,
Well, show me one that isn't.
That's right.
Zuckerberg, whatever his name is, Jobs, Musk,
Bezos.
Bill Gates.
Yeah,
Yep, Bezos.
yeah. All the bigwigs are.
They're all touched.
They're all. Yeah, I was actually listening to a podcast yesterday, and this guy was saying that he had the opportunity to interview a few multi-billionaires throughout his sort of journalism career, and he said the one thing that he noticed with all of these billionaires was that they all had these posters of these real cheesy quotes on their walls, in their gym or their offices or something, just real cheesy motivational quotes.
That's what we need.
But it's whatever works, right?
Yeah.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
And, I guess those are the guys, if it's going to work for them, then why not?
I mean, most of those guys, their skill set was stealing someone else's idea and just marketing it better.
Yeah, yeah. And
Oh,
that's,
well, actually, instead of Gabe.
and
not
I
so
had
much Gabe's.
I had an idea for an invention once, and I never did it because I knew that once I put it out there and China got it, then I wouldn't make any money off it.
What was it?
I'm not telling you.
Steve Jobs had
I'll tell you off
Steve
air.
Wozniak. Elon Musk had every other company he was a founder of that he just came in, gave him a couple of $1 million and sold it for a fortune.
He's the first person to hit over $1 trillion net worth.
He's also the first person to hit $1 trillion and then lose go under $1 trillion.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
Sucks to be him.
I mean, he can't physically take that money. That's
No.
all tied up in
Yeah,
fucking
it's-
business and assets and stuff.
Still
But
a cool.
oh man, imagine that on your
Actually,
resume.
Well,
actually, there was. This is a fact. I don't know how true of a fact it was, but it was going through a list of the richest people throughout all of history, adjusted for inflation. Could you guess who was the richest?
Sultan of Brunei.
Not even close.
Who?
Genghis Khan.
Oh yeah.
You know, they worked it out at his peak. He was worth roughly 100 trillion of today's dollars.
Wow.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he
Just
conquered
Conquer.
the entire known world at that stage. To
Yeah.
him,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
That's right.
And he was a different fucking. Oh, that'd be a fucking good episode. A historian that could get on and talk about all that shit. The
Yeah.
Vikings, Genghis Khan.
Well, I'm actually listening to an episode on the Diary of a CEO at the moment.
Oh yeah.
do
talking
you
about-
want a historian on?
Well, someone
Yeah.
that can talk about that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that shit.
I
Yeah.
got a friend. She's doing a PhD, something in like ancient Greece.
Yeah, let's talk to her.
Get her
Yeah.
on.
I love that. I love
Yep,
that
get
shit.
her on.
Yeah.
Because we can ask questions about it. You know?
I love Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the naked wrestling that the men did.
Yeah.
You know, because like me and her both, when we would watch these little animated documentary type things about these Greek wars and stuff, and she would fact check them
Yeah.
and be like, you know, this was wrong, that was wrong.
Yeah.
You're gonna, as long as she doesn't pick apart 300.
Of course she could.
I do, 100%.
Nah, I don't want to know. I like knowing that.
Yeah, well, some
I
things.
don't let, like Chopper says, mate. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good yarn.
Yeah. No, nice. So we've got a couple more guests lined up for the next couple of weeks. Actually,
we do.
Hold on, before we progress too much further. A little while ago, you did a picture with a certain Mr. Tony Robbins here in the studio. I forgot to do it at the start, but I'm going to give. I heard this fact about this guy the other day, and I thought, man, that's pretty fucking neat. Okay, so I'm going to bring up. I got a photo lined up here of who this guy is. Who's this guy?
Why? You might not be able to see this picture here. But there is
so
someone
that
on
is
here.
John Cena. Okay.
That's John. That's John Cena. Okay.
The time is up. The time is now.
John Cena.
I think I know where you're going with this.
John Cena.
Is this the Make-A-Wish thing?
Yeah, holds the record for the most Make-A-Wish wishes.
Bravo. Is this the video that he did with
Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was.
I was about to say, I also watched
that was
this show.
unreal. That was a really good,
Yeah.
really good conversation.
I thought so too, man.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that about Mr. Cena. And, you know, I thought,
Oh, no, dude. He's the most sought after one that does it.
yeah. And I thought, man, what a absolute dude.
Yeah,
What a legend.
Yep.
And I mean, you know, with all the battles that he's had with cancer and all the rest of it, and you know, to still do that for the kids and the fans, and yeah, I just sort of take my hat off to Mr. John Cena, because I like a bit of wrestling.
Ah,
I
who
mean,
doesn't,
I
mate?
I grew up on wrestling, you know, like
Yeah.
even when I found out that it wasn't real, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was just like,
It was
who
still
cares?
real.
I was like, who cares?
They
No,
still
I'm-
hurt each other.
I'm like so close to like getting Archie into it. So like watch again. 'Cause I
Yeah.
think
Do
that'd
it.
be-
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that
No.
was pretty neat. So if you didn't know that about John Cena, he's the most sought after Make-A-Wish
Yeah, man.
fulfiller. And yeah, because John Davison was saying that he got asked once,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
it was
he-
the hardest
and
thing.
it was the hardest thing he'd ever done, because you know he was
Their
so
last wish was
yeah.
to meet him.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, imagine and like Mr. Cena said, you know, like
He's
it's
done
about-
over 650.
it's about giving the hope. You know,
Yeah.
it's about being the hope.
Yep.
And yeah, I thought that was pretty neat.
No, man. Yeah, like you said, like that is another unbelievable achievement, and
Dude.
so selfless.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's
And like he knows he's a big star and all that shit, but he just wants to.
dude, he's that's the best. He's got the means to help these kids, and he has no issue taking the time
Yeah,
out of his
that's right.
day to fly around and
Yeah. No,
right.
credit to him, man. Like full credit, and it's good to see celebrities. You
not
know,
be shit for a
yeah,
change.
yeah, not be shit, just selfless.
That's right.
So
That's right.
fucking. Well done, Mr. Cena.
Yeah, props to Mr. Cena.
You might not see him here, but
Yeah,
He's there.
He's there.
He's
He's
there.
there. He's there. He's there.
he's there.
He's there. All right. Yeah. So we've got a few guests lined up for the next few weeks. So
Yeah.
we won't divulge too much.
No.
But
That
yeah.
screen isn't just entirely glass, so you cannot see it.
Oh.
well,
Well, he's
you know,
there.
He's there.
He's
He's
there.
there. Whatever. He's there.
I'll
And-
find a little photo and overlay it.
Yeah. All right. And so yeah, it's got a few exciting episodes coming up. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Stay
so,
tuned.
So stay tuned. And remember, guys, if you like what we do, one way that you can help us out is by following us, by subscribing to us on our platforms, by clicking things like the like button, leaving a comment that
Yep.
helps us in the algorithms.
Yep.
And you know, you can follow us on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and yeah, we're on Apple Podcasts too, which I don't really know how that goes, but yeah, it's there.
We're on LinkedIn, and we don't even know how that goes either.
Yeah, wow, you know, that's it. But yeah, if you've got anything to add, remember you can always drop us a message. If you've got any feedback, you can drop us a message directly through our Facebook or our website. And if you'd want to visit the website, it's www.realtalknobull.com.au. See ya.
Real talk. We're putting it all on the table. You know what to do.